Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 4 of Irish Succession. Last episode we managed to take Tuatha and we won a war against Lombardy. Kind of. They never showed up. But we won! So now we've got this guy as our vassal, and I would really like to not have that guy as a vassal eventually, but as of right now he definitely is. But we should now have a CB on Sildara, and we do. We can establish a tributary state, which we're not going to do, or we could extort a tribute. We could actually do a border dispute or force the vassalization. And we actually have a lot of piety. Decent amount of prestige, not a great amount of prestige, but decent. And we have a market town that finished up. That was in Tiasmamhain. So let's go ahead and build an Earth Hill fort there. So we should go to war with Sildara. Almost certainly. Make them our tributary. We don't have much for troops. Luckily we have 1 billion allies. Rather, 1 billion tributaries. We have no allies. We can call in our vassals. Go ahead and do that. And we'll meet up in Tuatha. He wants to pay tribute to me just by default. We're kind of low on prestige though. I want to prestige farm this. So we're going to fight this battle out. He knows that he can't win it, so he's just trying to get out of it early. Okay, go ahead and merge those guys. We'll go reinforce our allies over here, since they are apparently already fighting. Who is this? Chief of Tuatha. Okay, that guy doesn't like me anyway. That probably explains why he's not wanting to join this war. There we go. Crush these guys with my hordes of troops. A son. What do we want to name this son? That's not how you spell things. Definitely not Harley. That son is definitely not Harley. This son is probably not Harley. Hey, that wound that we sustained because we were too proud to call for help finally healed. Well, that'll gain us some more prestige every month. 0.1. That's always nice. Go ahead and chase these guys down since they've still got 437 troops. Crush them another time. Actually, we wiped them. Okay, that's cool. So we just gotta succeed this siege, which will happen. It's all that needs to happen, though. Now, our actual personal number of troops is really, really low. A son was born to Snedgis, named Eilil. Donzia Desturius is his wife. I don't like the name Eilil, although I gotta say, I love the name Snedgis. That's about as good of a name for Harley as I could have imagined. Snedgis is pretty much perfect. So let's name him after his father. Let's just have like 1 billion Snedgises. Snegnasi? I don't know. It's an unusual plural. Let's put it that way. So this war is over. Go ahead and offer the peace. He's our tributary now. Excellent. I've received a letter from my fellow member of the Dominican Order, Bishop Lambert. Dear brother, will you, as the Christian scholar you are, please offer me some advice on my poetry, or the attempt of it? Reading through the attached documents, there are multiple verses, all in honor of God. Now, I can give him my advice, or I can just not, and he'll be disappointed. He is the Bishop of Lavoir. I don't really care about his opinion. But I'm going to say that his metaphors are a little forced. He'll like that, right? I'm sure he will. He'll definitely like that. Lygon is probably going to be our next conquest target, just because I want to control this strait across the St. George's Channel. And I was beginning to think that he took offense to my comments, but today I've received a new draft of his work. I'm surprised to find that his words really speak to me. Scribbled in the margin, I can just make out, "I implore you, brother, bear with me. It is not finished." I can publish his work against his wishes and lose some money and gain some diplomacy, or I can make sure that the writings will go to the Dominican order for safekeeping, giving me monthly piety. Monthly piety sounds good. I like monthly piety. I can use it to conquer things. Special character actions possible. Go into hiding. I can also imprison this guy. Which reminds me, I don't think I ever set up the auto-stop known plots. No, I did not. This guy's trying to kill me. I know about it. Let's see if he'll bother stopping it if I ask him nicely. I'm flattered that you think the Dominican order could benefit from my work, Bishop Lambert writes in his letter. Thank you for the support, brother, he continues, before assuring me of the finishing touches he intends to see before the final version of the manuscript will enter the library. I'm honored to be surrounded by minds like him. Aw, there's a budding friendship between the two of us. Now back to the murder plot. He did! I asked him nicely, and he's just like, yeah, I'll stop murdering you. That's so nice of him. That is so very nice of him. Now, as far as this guy goes, we're going to have to release him as a tributary, and that'll lose us 200 prestige. We're gaining 4 prestige a month, though. That's 50 months worth of prestige gain. Do we have a CBM Brafney? No, we do not. Okay. We'll need to take probably Sildara or Kanachta for that to happen. I really want to press that claim. I really want to press that claim. A rumor about a spy sneaking around in my own castle was confirmed this morning when I caught him red-handed. I can gain some piety. I have a lot of piety. Behead him. Gain +2 martial, but only for a couple months. Or I can kill him with my bare hands. For the same few months, get monthly prestige and lose some piety. So, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 6 months. Okay. So I would lose 0.6 monthly, or 0.6 piety and gain 0.3 prestige. That isn't very worthwhile. Like, I can just gain the piety up front and get a lot more out of it, which is what I'll do. Okay. How's our tech coming? We can get some customs going. That would be nice. Our Majesty. Majesty is always handy. That gives you short rainier reductions. But I think I'm going to go with noble customs. Actually, I'm going to go with religious customs first, just because I mostly have temple vassals. My steward tells me that his efforts at praising my name and deeds have met with great success. He raised me that army. What should we do with it? We just finished our hill fort into Yazimumhain. We can go ahead and build a weaponsmith there. Could go after Gwynedd. He has a truce with Strathclyde. He has, like, no troops. I'm a little bit scared about going after Northumbria without a tribal army. Could go after Gwent. See if he has any cards. That was a really terrible joke. I'm sorry. Or we could just use them in a straight-up conquest, like Ligan. We'll lose 200 prestige, go negative in the prestige. This is okay. Now we could force vassalization of him. That would be too much prestige loss. We could do a border dispute, lose a bunch of gold and some piety. A lot of piety, in fact. The Pope would not be happy. Nor would anyone else nearby. And we don't have the prestige to actually do this. Okay. We cannot do this yet. Why not? Wealth isn't high enough. Okay. So we chill for now. I don't want to chill, but we're chilling. In fact, I want to go ham, but we don't really have anybody we can go effectively ham on. Who are you? Who are you trying to kill? You're trying to kill my spy master, who just got tech points. We just got tech points. And we can put that into improved keeps. That's going to be where we want it. Almost certainly. So, the next question is, as we continue to expand, we actually want to move this guy over to Sildara, I think, because I was just thinking that the next question is, what de jure duchy do we want to get into next? And I think the answer is objectively Dublin, or rather Mead, which would be this Dutch Meath. They keep changing the name. It's Mead in Europa. Training grounds has been built in Ermhamhain. Excellent. We can build a market town. It's gonna, well, we could actually declare our war on Ligan. Or potentially on Sildara. I want to do it on Ligan, though. Oh, 2 months, I guess, ish. What are we making? 4 a month. Oh wow, that's surprisingly high. Okay, so let's go ahead and wait for that. That'll be under a month. Go ahead and send this, I think. Okay, so the Pope will not like us. The opinion of all landed characters of your religious group in your realm and his realm goes down. Well, I don't really care about what the Pope thinks about us right now as long as he doesn't excommunicate us. Let's take a look and see what the Pope thinks of us. He is not a big fan. Primarily because we're lustful, proud, and we owe money to the Jews. And to bribe him would be 58.6, which is pretty expensive. But I don't think that he'll hate us enough to excommunicate us, at least not immediately. How much will he lose? 15. So he's going to be at -7. I think that's doable. Let's take this. We're only at 2 of our 5 domain limit anyway. We might as well hold some stuff. See if our vassals will join. This guy, he almost certainly won't. He dislikes us quite well. Not that much, actually. I kind of thought he'd dislike us more than that. Okay, let's go ahead and group up. Oh, we have plenty. We don't even need our allies, but they just make things funny. Look at all that. Oh, man. That is hilarious. Oh, I love it. Ireland goes to war. He has 355 troops. Let's go ahead and... Who's going to stop there? Go ahead and crush him twice. We may wipe him here, actually. We have like 20 times his troops. Yeah, he's wiped. Wipe him out. This will give us the prestige that we need, I think, as well. Let me see here. Yeah, we gain prestige from war contribution, but not a ton. We need to do this quickly because our war contribution is going down because we have so many vassals here. Well, not vassals, but tributaries here. Let's go ahead and send that. These guys can come home. So this guy is now part of our realm. We don't hold him personally, or we don't hold this territory personally, but he's part of the realm. And ultimately, we don't want to hold his territory personally. We want to hold this territory personally, for sure. at least as of right now. We should be working on bringing up our tribal organization, though. And I don't think anyone will vote against this. Yeah. Will anyone vote against this? Actually, we can pass medium tribal organization, which implements title revocation committee, which would allow us to revoke this title, potentially. And it looks like the council is mostly for this. So that should pass. And it did. Now we can't do another one until 788. We'll see if we're still alive then. That'll be in... We'll be 54 by then. We'll probably still be alive. Now I want to revoke this guy's title. However... We need 50 prestige. That's step 1. There are a few other things that it looks like we need to do, though. Let's go over into here. Revoke titles is set to council. The council would vote on it. Yeah. Why? Banishment, execution. We don't need to increase our centralization at this point. We have a domain size of 5. A lot of that's our stewardship bonus, though, and the fact that we're tribal. It'll need to go up eventually. So, we could complete the set with Osrage. Release him as a tributary. We'd lose 200 prestige, though. I'm not prepared to do that immediately. That's... I would rather not. If we're going to do anything warlike, I would like to declare on Gwynedd if we can, but we can't. What about Strathclyde? Is that all Strathclyde? No, that's Alban. Okay. So Strathclyde is just this. We would need to declare on the top liege there. Oh, King of Northumbria is the top liege. Right. I was still in the de jure view. A daughter was born to Snedgis. I mean, clearly, the female offspring of Snedgis need to be named Snedga. That's just obvious. How about the Isle of Man? Could we go after the Isle of Man? We could go after the Isle of Man. And we will. Let's call in all of these here allies. And we'll see if our ever-helpful vassal will help. Actually, 2 vassals. This guy almost certainly won't. He's really angry. What's he good at anyway? He's a pretty good spy master. Most of his opinion is actually that he wants the seat on the council. I could make him be my spy master. Apparently I can't. Never mind. He won't be my spy master then. All of these guys. Isle of Man is like rip in pepperonis. Visiting the monastery at which my order has convened this time, I join my fellow lay members in dutifully performing all tasks required of us. In the evening, after the day's hard work, the abbot gathers all the visiting lay members and reveals the monastery's great treasure, a great relic that has been safeguarded here for many generations. That's nice, I guess. 25% chance that I gain content. Let us celebrate its glory. I'm paying. Lose 50 gold, please everybody in the order. We don't have 50 gold. It should be mine. 50% chance of I gain ambitious and start planning the theft of the holy prepuce. I like it. Let's be ambitious. Oh man, what could go wrong? Why are you in jail? Imprisoned by King Carloman, the French king. Okay. The hectic life of a ruler rarely... Oh, he wants me to contemplate. No thanks. I'm not feeling very contemplative today. Having decided that the relic would be much better safeguarded in my own hands, I must now tackle the task of how to liberate it from the confines of the monastery. I can think of a few different paths to take. Grab it and run, though bold and simple, simply waiting for nobody to be looking and then running as fast as possible is not likely to result in success. Or bribe the abbot, lose 300 gold. Almost guaranteed to succeed. He is, however, just as guaranteed to have a high price. That is a very high price. We can't afford to bribe the abbot. We gotta grab it and run. Probably not gonna get it. It's probably gonna be bad. Oh boy. Well, we'll find out. Deep in the night, I've snuck down to the relic's chamber. Adrenaline pumps through my veins as I take hold of the priceless artifact, savoring the feeling of it in my hands. But suddenly I hear the sound of footsteps and turn around to find Donatus Hartmut looking at me with wide eyes. I can do public penance. Minus 10 diplomacy. Yeesh. Use their surprise to make a break for it. I would have to leave the Dominican order. Or I can leave no witnesses. I'm already greedy. Attempt to murder him. My chances of winning are good. I mean, obviously, he has to die, right? No one can know. He's already got gout. It's a mercy, really. It's a mercy. Leave no witnesses. I have the relic, but it almost literally cost me an arm and a leg. I was lucky to only have lost what I did, and even more so that everyone seemed to believe the tale that I spun of bravely fighting off the unknown thief. I'm not sure this was a good trade. Hartmut dies, I'm maimed, severely injured, but we got the relic. Oh boy. And at our age 50, that's likely to kill us. Especially since we're stressed. Well, we'll find out. Briefly, you could see it coming. Perhaps you could have acted differently to avoid this. You are now one-eyed. Okay, so we are one-eyed. That's what we lost. That's not too bad. Let's take a look at that relic we got. Monthly prestige plus 0.1, fertility plus 15, and health plus 0.5. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and say that was worth. All we lost was an eye. Are we no longer maimed? Yeah, the maiming resolved into one-eyed. We're still severely injured. Okay. So that's a life-threatening condition still, but should be okay. And let's go ahead and win this war. Once we die, all these tributaries will be gone, but we'll still have all of these territories over here that we control. And with any luck, these guys will defend over here. Bad news from Ermhumhain. The peasants are arming themselves. Oh boy. They're gonna try a third revolt. That should be exciting. Wouldn't it be funny if they popped right on these guys? What's the revolt risk over here? 19%. It's a decent chance, but we already won this war. Okay, home we go. I gotta say, I am the best Dominican. Let's see, I've murdered 2 people in cold blood. I've started like a dozen wars. I've stolen a holy artifact for personal gain. Yeah, I'm the most pious person you'll ever meet. Oh boy. That's Crusader Kings for you. So we don't actually have enough of anything to do anything construction-wise. Mostly need to just chill. I mean, We could go after Northumbria. That's basically the only other option we have. There's also Dalriada up here that we could potentially declare on. Hey! The severely injured healed. I'm kind of surprised. I thought that would kill us. But let's go ahead and extort a tribute up here. Call in all of our allies. There we go. Bring up our military. And away we go. We're getting pretty old, so a lot of these tributaries aren't going to do much. We're just farming up the prestige so that I can spend it on buildings at this point. Okay. This guy's still refusing to join wars. That's not really a surprise. He wants to get on the council, but can he still... Oh, now he can join the council. Okay. Excellent. Well, let's send him off to Constantinople. Get him out of the way. What's going on up here? Fala is already sieging? Okay, that's just an inheritance. Oh, I see. They're going to end this war probably, but let's go ahead and march up here. Yep, they ended that war. We're still at war though. Okay. We should tributary Pictland next. Realistically. Oh, they just got a rebellion. Lol. They can have fun with that. This is another Snedga? Okay. Snedga 2. Electric Boo. Nah, I can't keep going. Just Electric Boo. Electric Boo. Snedga 2, Electric Boo. I like it. These guys are going to walk onto the island, but we're so far ahead in the siege curve that they can't actually do anything, I don't think. I mean, they can interrupt our flow of money. But that's about it. We're doing okay. We can get church infrastructure too, and heavy infantry, and I have encountered Commissus Berengar many times while carrying out my duties for the Dominican Order, and it is always a pleasant occasion. We can talk for hours if the time allows, because he never bores me. While our discussions are often lengthy, we always seem to agree on the matters which are most important. I think this is friendship. I'm probably reading too much into this, so I can be friends with this guy. Master of the Hunt of Orleans. I don't care about him. Okay. There's this war one. Offer peace. Enforce demands. There we go. These guys can march home. I think after Pictland puts this down, we declare a tributary war on them. That's probably going to be the best thing that we can do. And we are now known as the Blind. Excellent. Just what I always wanted. Ugh. This is a ridiculous story already. But that's what CK2 is good at. CK2 is an excellent game if you're looking to tell a ridiculous story. And I really wish we could attack Braefney for a tributary. They're the one province in Ireland that remains untouched. I mean, we could maybe go after Sildara, but I kind of don't want to. We should be upgrading stuff in Urmhamhain, though. Absolutely. Training grounds, too. My favorite subject does not interest me anymore, and I can't speak about it with the same zeal as before. I know what you're talking about. I was boring before. Loses trait zealous. Okay. We kind of got the piety that we need. Don't really need it that much anymore. Can still do that. One day at the market, a strange man comes up to you and offers to sell you what he swears is a finger of St. John the Baptist. You look at it carefully, and it does indeed to be a does indeed seem to be a set of old human bones. I must purchase this most holy relic, 10 gold for 10 piety and a finger of St. John. Or this can be anyone's finger. Okay. 10 gold for the finger of St. John. Really? I'm pretty sure that's not the finger of St. John. If it was, he would be asking for a lot more money. But I must purchase it. Let's see what we got. Prestige and piety per month plus 1 learning. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, that's okay. But I think that we should be ending there. This episode, we got a fair amount done. Got some wars fought. Got some eyes lost. Stole some stuff, murdered some folks. It's all good. So I'll be seeing you guys next episode.